This video was kindly sponsored by Blueetti. If you've been considering buying something like this, stick around for this spot, because I believe this battery box might be one of the best ever made. Hi everybody, hope your weekend's going good. I have been working on the house a lot, just haven't been really showing a lot of stuff. If I'm not comfortable with what I'm doing, I don't really like to show it on video but I have done now the three that you can see. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I've done 4 that you can see. But there's one more window to do, and it's the one behind you. You can look at it, it's okay. It's right there. We were always gonna keep this little slider because I felt like it worked. It worked fine. You can see there used to be an old window right here, which is pretty cool, and then someone put this window in, and now I'm going to be cutting in a completely different window. You're so crooked. I'm so sorry. The reason why we were going to keep this window as is because this is technically pantry, and we were thinking, you know, shelves are good. Shelves are great in a pantry. But when you're sitting out there on that lovely porch that we have, you're gonna have like one awesome window down there, and then this window. That's a fine window. Works good. Well, that was really doing something.
At it for a while, and nothing ever gives. Thinking you missed a turn back a ways. Feels like a mile just to move an inch, and you wonder what it's gonna take. And you wonder if it's all a waste. Oh, if you could only see. To crumble, I know it's been a struggle, but you're closer than you think. You're closer than you think.
Bigger hole, yeah. Okay, now, time to frame it. Oh, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna just do it like that. I'll show you what I actually did. Okay. This is where my level sill's gonna go. See that line? Okay. I need you to hold this end of the tape measure so it's right there. Right there. See that? Tell me when you think you got it.
Okay.
Think you're right on that line? Perfect. And I'm going to get a line right here, 48 inches. Okay, cool, thank you. See that square? It's really a triangle right there next to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, they call it a square. I'll take that, and I'll get some nice straight lines to cut.
Isn't what it seems, chasing down a dream, it's the same thing again and again. But you know there's a light at the end.
There's pretty good. That's where I need to cut.
The wall's about to crumble. I know it's been a struggle. But you're closer than you think. You're closer than you think.
There. Okay. So now we're going to put this piece in here. Do you know why we put this piece of wood in here? It makes it stronger. Because the plywood doesn't bend very easy. And so you do this, and it doesn't bend.
Waiting on your path to face truth at last. Winding through your mind, moment, space, and time. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how.
Okay, now we gotta put this piece on. Make sure that is nice.
No, cover up
The glue, yep. That's okay. So we know it's there. Okay. So, I'm gonna put it.
When we're done with this house and you live in it, I'm gonna send a note every morning.
Send a note.
Yeah, if I know how to read.
You know how to read.
Well, kind of.
I think you're a good reader.
Well, I have one more page on my read, listen, to finish.
Wow.
As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. As you look through seasons that have come and gone, and you wonder how we even made it this far. Do you remember? Remember this time? Do you remember? Remember this time? Will you remember? Remember this time? Will you remember? Remember this time?
Got it? Okay, ready? Alright. Nice work.
Two scoops. Banana, peanut butter, ice cream, please.
Time is a friend, and that will never leave. Sometimes that friend can feel like a thief. My time as moments failed, when those I love and being still. I will be careful, I will be shrewd, giving time to what I should. Time stands still.
I think that's pretty good. Well, that's it. That's all there is to it. That's all I've been doing, at least, is got that 2x6 header in there, secured pretty well with a couple double guys here. And on this one, I ended up putting a 2x6 ledger on the bottom, just because I had extra pieces. And then this is supported by some 2x4s down here. Everything's supported the way it should be, I believe. The header I run long, so then I can make sure that I get enough good support on those. All this is going to be spray foamed. all spray foamed. I'm gonna have another interior wall studded up, and that is just so we know that we can have continuous insulation. It's gonna be really nice. We won't get any thermal bridging through all this old studding. It'll make for a really warm, nice kitchen. So yeah, a couple more things to change and move, and then we will.
This cute little fort.
Yeah, beyond this. You just scared me, like immensely. Is that to like kill snakes or something?
I don't know.
Why would you want that?
Wow.
It's like trident, you know, like. I don't know what you'd want that for. We should not let our kids see that, first of all.
Oh gosh. Yeah, definitely be sad.
Yeah, we should take it apart. Here. I don't like that thing. Alright, well that's it. And maybe I'll show these other things. Maybe I won't. Who knows? Bye. I know what you're thinking. I'm not a salesman. It's part of the reason why I don't do a lot of sponsorship videos. Well, some people think I do a lot of sponsorship videos because I do one almost every video, but I turn down a lot of sponsorships. But I take the ones for products that I think are good, or products that I need, or products that I can resell to then buy stuff for the house. But this looks like I'm a salesman for Blueetti. I sort of am. They were the very first company to sponsor us. They sent me a smaller, I don't have it anymore because I gave it away to somebody that needed it. But they sent me their smallest little unit, and we really enjoyed it and used it. But it wasn't big enough. And then they decided to work with me again, and they sent me this unit. The EB150. At the time was their biggest battery box. Then they sent me this guy. That's the AC280P. Yeah, I had to look it up because the names are kind of hard to remember. The AC200P, that is just like the big guy. So what are we talking about today? Well, we're talking about this new unit, the AC180. This new unit is single-handedly going to be the reason that I probably never do another video for a battery box again, because this does everything, and it has. Blueetti has fixed everything, in my opinion, that they've needed to fix, and this is the perfect unit, and let me tell you why. First off, the weight of it. It's not heavy. It's like 24 pounds, right? But it's powerful. It's 1,800 watts. Think of that. That puts out 1,800 watts. This monster puts out 2,000 watts. And then this has 1,152, weird number, I know, 1,100 watt hours. Yes, that's quite a bit smaller than this, but it weighs a third of the size. So you can still power pretty much anything with this, and you can power smaller stuff for a long time. This would run LED lights, a fan, well, it'd run a fridge for quite a while, 4 or 5 hours, but it does it in such a small package, and it's got wireless charging, which is really nice. But things I like about it, things that they got right. On this unit, they only has 2 outlets, and they're on the back. It was always kind of awkward. This has 4 outlets, 20 amp outlets, right on the front. It's also got an array of USBs and USB-Cs and things that I haven't used a lot, but I could see where people would. So what's really nice about this is these other boxes, when you go to plug them in, the plugins have these huge, like, DC converters. This is the power box DC converter. I don't really know what these things do. It's magic. But you plug this into the wall, and you plug this into the big Blueetti. But look at this thing. It's huge. This probably weighs 15 pounds. I mean, it's almost the size of the Blueetti. And this Blueetti doesn't have any of that. It literally just has a cord. And you plug it in, and it starts charging. All of these units can be charged with solar panels. This one can take quite a bit of solar panels at one time. It's something like 1,000 watts, I believe. Obviously, the sun goes down the minute I get the solar panels out, but we'll see if they come back. These things are huge. Pretty simple, really. They give you just the simple cord here. A couple things plug into the solar panel, and then you just plug this into the box. So that's a 200 watt solar panel. So in full sun, it takes about 5 hours or so, a little over 5 hours to charge this box from 0 to 100. To use these boxes, it's as easy as you can imagine. It's on. You make sure that for this one it's AC, because I'm going to be plugging something in like a normal plug, and they just works. I don't believe this box is powerful enough to run my chop saw though. Never mind, it can run my saw. I think if I just pulled the trigger quick, it wouldn't. Alright, never mind, it can run my saw. That's really impressive. If this can run my chop saw, I'd be shocked if it can't run my table saw. Let's find out. So when I first started it, it peaked at 1700 watts, and then as that motor kind of sets in or whatever, it went down to like say 900, which is fine. But that does mean you could only run a table saw like this for a little over an hour. But it'd be like on for an hour. I could have both of these things in a field and both plugged into this. I mean, an hour of cutting is a lot of cutting with a tool. And then on top of that, I could have one of my Milwaukee chargers plugged into this, charging my Milwaukee batteries. So if you think about that, like if I wanted to work on the tiny house that we just bought and we didn't have power there, a box like this would actually supply you with plenty of power. Another good example of how powerful these boxes are, Sarah used it to use the heat gun on all of this old paint here. And heat guns use a lot of power. That's running at a continuous 1200 watts. And it works. Like, I don't want to do a lot of this. What the heck? Turn off. I don't want to do a lot of this because you really need to have gear on. This is not lead paint, but I like to play safe whenever you're using a heat gun with paint. Another good real world example is the truck here. You know, I don't drive this very much, and the battery, it's saying is at 50%. I probably haven't used this truck in like two or 3 weeks. So you just charge. This doesn't take very much power. It's only 30 watts. So I could probably charge like 1,000 cars with one battery. But it's nice. These things, it's a little wet right now. It's a little sprinkly. These are pretty watertight. I wouldn't put this like in a river or something, but you can certainly have it out in the weather. And that's nice. I'm gonna leave this charge. And it's just really nice not having to drag a 400-foot extension cord all the way out here, or move the truck. You know, it's just a convenience. You know. Thanks again so much, Blueetti, for sponsoring our channel. It really does mean a lot. If this product is something that you are interested in, you can check out the links in the description. And if it's something that you think you might purchase, use the promo code STONE AC180 and you'll save a little bit. But even better, you'll let them know that we sent you. All right, now let's get back to the work.